All right, hello again and welcome back. If you don't know what time it is, clearly you are not subscribed. But for those of you who are, you already know it's that time. All right, guys. So essentially, this is an attempt at linking up video and audio. And after giving my first attempt a listen back, I realized that I probably don't even really need to move the microphone because the guitar kind of projects and it all picks up and it sounds decent enough as is. So this is not really studio quality as far as like a recording kind of video, but this is just, like I said, just trying to get a little bit better audio quality for my videos in the future. So yeah, without much further ado, I'm just going to kind of walk through what I'm learning currently on guitar. And to be honest with you, I haven't learned a whole lot, just stuff that sounds cool. So I don't know what it's called. Some of it I do, some of it I don't. Anyhow, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here in a second. But yeah, we're just going to do a quick run through of what I'm learning, leave the audio alone, and try and match up the video and see what comes of it. So I figured I'd bring you guys along for the ride. Here we are. All right, so the first thing I want to say is that we are still keeping this pretty much as budget as humanly possible. The tripod that I have holding up the phone is like $12 on Amazon. This microphone is something that I've had from a long time ago. I actually don't even know what model it is. I know it's an Audio Technica. I believe it's like a 2020 or something like that. Anyhow, again, the microphone stands came from what I had just kept. Thankfully, my dad kept the storage unit. But anyhow, yeah, so and then I'm running it into a Focusrite Solo, and that is going into this computer, which again, I'm really not sure the specs on it exactly, but is what it is. And then what I'm actually listening back to, anyhow, you understand what I mean. What I'm listening back with is a pair of M Audio speakers that, again, the speakers and the interface I picked up for a little bit of nothing on Facebook Marketplace. So, and then the guitar itself, this is a Indiana Scout, I believe. Yes, it's an Indiana Scout, and the model is S Scout-N, Chinese made. It actually sounds really pretty. And that's what I've been doing all my recording on. And I believe if you were to look it up, this guitar retails for around $100 to $125, I think, used. So budget, but it actually sounds pretty sweet. So really enjoying that aspect of it. So again, this whole rig, this whole setup is, less than, I'd say altogether $300, $400. All in, just to get something that I can record. Like I said, better quality. There are plans to have a lapel in the future, and again, just using the Amazon tripod thing for my camera and running the lapel mic through like a wireless transmitter or in like directly into the interface over here. But yeah, again, just kind of running through it. But all of that aside, back to the guitar stuff, right? So essentially we were playing a G chord, and again, this is the very first G chord, G shape that I learned. We're right here on the 3rd fret with our middle finger, and our ring and pinky finger are down here on the B and the E, again on the 3rd fret, and then we're just adding our index finger up here on, what is that, the A string, the 2nd fret of the A string. So we have a, right? And then what we're doing is we're taking this G and we're translating it down here on the guitar, and we're coming up to a 3rd with a hammer on, and then we're going to hammer on to a 5th up here with our pinky. Right? All right. So that's kind of the riff is. That's the very first part of it, and again, I'm learning this right now. So, and then from there, we're actually going to go down here to our D string. I have no idea what note this is. Right, so we go from the D string back up to the A string, and we do a hammer on the 2nd fret again. Again, all of this action is happening on the 2nd fret. We're just going between our D string and our A string. So it'll, right? And then we're just going to go back to our open G to our strum, and we're going to play the whole thing all over again. So those are the two changes. So we go from all right. And then from there, we're actually going to take this, well, I'll just play through it and then I'll kind of explain what I'm doing. So we have the, all right, so we're going to walk it up to a C chord. And then on the D string, again, we're going to play kind of that hammer-on, typical of a C chord. And it's just going to be... And then we're going to walk it down from the C back to the G. And again, I have no idea what these notes are, but we're going from the 3rd fret on the A string down to the 2nd fret to an open string. And then we're going to come up to the E string on the 2nd fret with our index finger. And then we're going to come up to the 3rd fret with our middle finger to play our G chord again. So again, that's... See, and again, I'm still practicing, but that's essentially what we're doing is... Right? So that's it. Now, just for kicks and giggles, I am going to bring it down and try and play it a little bit faster, and then a little bit faster yet, and see what we come up with. But yeah, again, this is just to test the audio and the video link up and all that good stuff, and I'll talk us out here in a second. So here we go. Had to get adjusted for the the mic. Right, so you'll notice that I didn't pick on that walk down, or I'm sorry, excuse me. I just did hammer-ons like I was finger tapping or whatever that technique is. I don't know. Goodness gracious. Anyhow, doesn't sound that awesome right this second, but we'll try it again here in a second. Here we go. So yeah, that's essentially what we got. So hopefully it turns out cool. That way we can do cooler videos in the future with a little bit better sound quality, which is something that I've really been trying to push for anyhow. So yeah, be looking for future videos, guys. Appreciate you watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.